Everyone, today we will start a new poem, Postcard from Kashmir by Agha Shahid Ali. Here about the poet. He was born on 4th February 1949 and died on 8th December 2001, and he is an Indian American Kashmiri poet, and the famous poems are by him The Half Inch Himalayas, A Country Without a Post Office, and Rooms Are Never Finished. These are the works. And uh, about the poem, here it is a part of his collection Half Inch Himalayas. His poem is Half Inch Himalayas. This is a poem whose part is Postcard from Kashmir, okay, and published in 1982. And summary, before going through the summary, I'll give you a short description about you. Uh, okay, so here Ali is a poem, okay, Sagha Shahid Ali, Postcard from Kashmir. This is a poem about nostalgia, loss, and unreliability of memory. Here the poet receives a postcard from his homeland, Kashmir, which appears much smaller, shrunk, like by 6 inches or by 4 or. Okay, now after all the matter I will explain you in the summary. So now we will move forward towards the summary. Here the stanza one. The speaker has a small mailbox that the letter will fit in. The speaker thinks that Kashmir has shrunk down to the size of a postcard, as I had said earlier before. The next line says that the letter is what home means to them now, which is a reference to the fact that they no longer live in Kashmir. Also, the speaker now lives in the Kashmir of the picture, which is a romanticized version of real Kashmir. It shows that here the poet receives a postcard from his homeland Kashmir, where which appears a much smaller, shrunk to 6 inches by 4 picture letter size, symbolizes how distance and time have reduced this connection to it, and his reflection on the idealized image of Kashmir in his memory, which contrasting its painful reality of exile and separation from Kashmir. And here also the poet captures the sorrow and displacement and the way memory preserve a place more perfectly than reality can ever. Okay, now we will move forward to another stanza. The stanza 2, which shows you that the Jhelum river will not be as blue as the color will not be as bright. In line 9, the speaker says that even his love for Kashmir will be overexposed, like film, right? That is left in the light for too long. In this way, it will fade. Okay. So this stanza will explain. Here, the poet wants to tell you that the Jhelum River, it's a significant symbol of Kashmir, okay, which represents his connection to the past. But he acknowledges that even its water have changes. He described them as clear as the air, but never as clear as my memory, which highlighting his memory, that how memories idealize the past, which making it seem purer than reality. This contrast deepens the theme, which exiles and shows the nostalgia. Now another stanza is, this means that the speaker's image of Kashmir will be different from the real Kashmir. Okay. Here it shows you that it reflects the poet's struggle between the reality and nostalgia. He here acknowledged that his memories of Kashmir are idealized and over time they are fading. Okay. Much like the colors of the postcard. And now the sorry, and now also this water so clean and they could have been ice. So this last line shows you that here it describes the Jhelum river. It is as pure as the sea, as the river. Like he immediately corrects himself, that realizing that actual river may not be as clear as he remembers, right? Like he highlighting his memory can distort reality, which making the past which seems more beautiful than actually it was. And here the poem conveys that the pain of exile and longing of a homeland, his Kashmir, that exists more in memory than in reality. Okay, so and the last stanza is, the speaker says that even their image of Kashmir will change, being a blurry picture. There will be a dark spot on this memory picture from when the film was not developed yet, which represents the time when the artist was forced to leave Kashmir. And the speaker's memory of Kashmir is getting less full less full because they have not been there in person in a while. Okay, and here it shows you that here the metaphor it suggests that the recollection of home is incomplete without blurring and distance, just like an undeveloped photograph graph that holds the potential but lacks of clarity, like the use of black and white. Okay, I'll give you example like use of black and white also implies a loss of vibrancy, right? And which symbolizes that how these memories are fading or becoming less vivid over time. And here the poet expresses you that the pain of exile and realization that his homeland as he remembers it, like there is no longer exist in the same way he remembers the Kashmir so much. Thank you everyone for listening. Hope you loved this video. Thank you everyone. Please like and subscribe to my channel.